Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Undead Gaming Cast. I'm Rob, the Undead Gamer, and this is a monthly podcast where my friends and I talk about video games and the industry for a couple of hours, and it's all fun and everything, and it's all good conversations. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to our hosts with the most. Today's episode, may I please welcome Mr. Ashton Vautier. How are you, sir?
Hello, very good. Thank you. You?
Yes, very well, thank you. Very, very well.
Good.
And let me welcome a man who I've known for 10 years now, would you believe? I had an epiphany today.
10.
I've known you for 10 years, sir.
Oh,
Mr. Nick
wow. Too
Wybrow,
long.
welcome.
Hello, you're right.
What an awful 10 years. I mean, amazing 10 years it's been, a friendship.
Been good.
Nothing but drinking. Yeah, 10 years, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's flown by.
It really has. So yes, welcome to the cast. And before we go into it, let me just tell you guys a little bit more about the Undead Gaming Cast. As I mentioned before, this is a monthly podcast in which we talk about games, video games, the industry, and all exciting things that's happened in the month and stuff. And you can find this on the YouTube, my YouTube channel, which you're probably watching on now. And soon in the near future, hopefully, once I work it out, it will be on iTunes, so you'll be able to listen to it on your daily business and go about listening to us rambling on about business and stuff.
Woo.
And just to talk to you about the format of the podcast. Basically, we talk about what we've been up to recently in the month, what we've been playing. Then we move on to the news topics. Today's topic is a massive topic. We're talking E3. This is our pre-E3 show. We're talking all things E3, what we're excited for, what we can't wait to see, and what we hope to see. And then we round off the podcast with next month's releases. So, without further ado, Ashton, what have you been up to this month?
Well, completed the God of War saga thing. Um, very disappointed with the recent one, Ascension. Wasn't as good as three, I didn't think. Mainly because most annoying thing, right? You've got like the game is just too cinematic. Like you like yeah, the like backgrounds and whatever are just like really nice, but like the screen will be like up here, and you'll be like down here trying to fight like a loads of guys, and you can't even see yourself. You're so tiny, so you're like trying to kill these people while like amazing cutscenes going on. So yeah, it is like a beautiful game and all, but it's not done well because like, I just want to be able to kill things, kind of thing.
Fair
So
enough. So
yeah,
I
but
suppose like playing from like the beginning of the series and then to the end, it's disappointment awaits.
yeah, it's like God of War 3 was amazing. I really loved it, but Ascension, it was a prequel, and there were bits that were like confusing. Like,
Mm.
'cause I've just played the last ones, and like, you're like, did this happen beforehand? Or yeah, it was. I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it as much as God of War 3. But overall, it was a great series. I loved it. Yeah, so and Dark Souls. I, I've made a mistake in my life playing Dark Souls.
Finally decided to challenge Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's honestly not as hard as I thought it would be. Like everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's the hardest game."
Mm.
And yeah, it is. You do die a lot, but I didn't think I thought it would be much harder than it is. But that saying that it could be really hard if you don't continuously look up like what to do next online and like walkthroughs continuously because I'm
Whoa!
like,
Oh no, internet! He's cheating. He's cheating on Dark
it's,
Souls. Dark Souls community gonna hate you.
it's,
Oh.
it's, it's just one of those games where it's so there's no path to follow. It's just like you can go down any route anywhere, and you're like, what do I do? So it's yeah, I'm just like, which way do I go next? Effectively, but yeah, it's actually really good fun. I really enjoy it. Um, but at the same time, there's bits where it's like, how the hell? Like I've got this sword, which is called the Drake sword, and you get it from a dragon's tail, and it's such a good sword. And I found out that it's like it's like a really good sword for the majority of the game, and so you
Mm,
can use it for so long without having to change sword. Um, which is good, but at the same time, all the weapons you pick up from then on are just useless, and
yeah,
so it's you don't ever get that. Oh my god, this is a great sword! I can now change sword finally
yeah.
because I'm stuck on this one sword, even though it's a
You
great
don't
sword.
feel that sort of level of loot progression.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
which is a shame. But
But do you upgrade your weapons or anything like that? Can you
yeah, yeah,
mod
you
them and
can, yeah,
stuff?
yeah. Although it's very expensive to upgrade weapons, so it's kind of like
But I
you have to
suppose if you're
save
getting
up.
a load of useless loot, you can sell it and
No, no, you can't. No,
oh,
you can't.
win for Dark
apparently,
Souls.
apparently, there's only one. There's only one selling person in the game, and you can only talk to him once. Apparently, I think so. Um, so yeah, that's fun. And also, like, you do one thing wrong and it will haunt you forever. Like, there's one bit I went down into this like sewerish place, and there's this like undead looking creepy motherfucker just like behind these bars, and so I try and swipe at them, and then they like run back. It's like, how dare you swipe at me? Kind of, you're like, what the hell? And it turns out that that person was a vendor, and I can't go back and just like go back to her later on and see. I know I want to talk to you because she'll stay like that forever. And so I've lost this vendor now, which I really wanted to use. Um, it's just so unforgiving.
It's always
It's
amazing when
just,
you shoot yourself in the foot in a game and you just can't go back.
it's just like um, I'd love to be able to just like return to a previous save, but there's no such thing as that in this game. Um,
That reminds me of a time when I was playing Oblivion and I was getting fairly high in the Mages Guild and I was doing well and I thought, occasionally when you just get a little bit bored, you think, fuck it, let's kill everyone. Let's
yeah,
just go mental, kill everyone. And I thought it'd be okay because I'll just go back to my save. Um, I didn't really save it, so I went on, killed a few people, and then went into a few buildings and obviously auto saves. And then I got caught, and I thought, oh no, I've been suspended from the Mages Guild. Let's just go back to a previous save. Oh shit, that was an autosave. I'm still being suspended. So I had to go around collecting 10 frickin' Daedra hearts. Bearing in mind by this point I'd closed all the Oblivion gates, so I couldn't go into Oblivion to kill Daedra to get their hearts, so I had to go to every frickin' alchemy person in the game over like a period of time to collect 20 frickin' Daedra hearts.
it's so
So that
brutal.
was fun.
It's just games like this are just like, oh, do I have to do this?
It's like you think, oh, let's just have some fun, fuck around with the game a bit, and the game's like, no, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah. The
Mm.
thing about like Dark Souls is that I've put so many hours into it already, and it turns out I've only just scratched the surface. Like
Yeah.
there is so much more, and half the time I'm just like, can I be bothered to finish this game? But at the same time, I'm
Mm.
like, no, I must defeat this. Um, but it's really good, a really good game. I'm so glad I bought it. Um, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass sometimes. But yeah, that's what we play recently.
Awesome. Cool. Nick, what have you been up to? What have you been playing recently?
Um, Quite a few different games. I bought Trials Fusion, which is a lot of fun.
Cool.
Transistor, which is also a lot of fun, and I
Awesome.
got Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme, which is the funnest game I've ever played. I don't know if you've ever played Dynasty Warriors.
I played
No,
number
no.
three.
Oh,
Number
but Dynasty,
two. I loved it. I played it so many times.
it's just so much fun. Just nice to just play a hack and slash where it isn't
Yeah.
too serious. You're just killing the shit out of thousands of people. But yeah, that was fun. Trials is great. Obviously, it's probably the most annoying game as well as one of the funnest games. Transistor? I don't know if
Can't
you've
be
heard
as
of that.
annoying as Quap or
Oh
Happy
no, no,
Wheels.
no, no. It can. Oh no, no. you, you do make progress in Trials at least. But Transistor, have you heard of that?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
definitely.
It's
Oh,
great.
is it Supergiant Games or?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Guys make a Bastion.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, there's been
So
one
good.
that's been highly anticipated.
It's so well made. Just
Yeah.
it's perfect. The art style, the
No, it does look good. I mean, Bastion was a really good game. So
yeah. I haven't completed Bastion, but I just thought Transistor looked really cool.
yeah.
Really cool, and it is. Really is.
How far have you got with it?
I haven't played much at all. I haven't had that much time to play that many games, but yeah, I started it, played
Mm.
about, and it is good so far.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yep.
Oh, what's the what are the mechanics like in comparison to Bastion? Is it you know, because there are a lot of people that are comparing it to Bastion at the moment, which I think is kind of unfair because I think they're totally different games.
Yeah,
But
they are totally different. I
I
mean,
mean, there's similarities, but
yeah, there are similarities. You can tell it's the same sort of style.
yeah, yeah,
But there's this feature where you can like pause time and sort of tactically work out what you're going to do, how you're going to attack these guys.
yeah.
So you like pause the game, and then you like choose where you're going to move, choose who you're going to attack, and then who you're going to attack, and then you unpause it, and then you just see your the character do it really fast, and it's
Mm.
just yeah, it's really cool. Really cool.
So it's part sort of action,
Sort of
action combat and turn-based type,
yeah,
I
yeah,
suppose,
bit of a
or
mix.
more RTS, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. It's got a good balance.
Cool, cool. Okay, well,
What have you been playing, Rob?
well, Nick, I'll tell you. Unfortunately, I've not had like loads of time to play games. Sadly, it's being the end of university year, I suppose. We've kind of been blown out, all of us, for playing games.
Yeah,
But I've been continuing on every now and then when I can, playing Fallout 3, playing
yep,
my playthrough of that, which I'm still really enjoying. Sort of pick that up every now and then. Really enjoying that storyline. I completed the main quest about a month back or something. So just sort of going about doing bits and bobs and side quests and exploring really. And pretty much that's it. And then Lord of the Rings Online as well, which I've been
oh
playing
yeah,
a lot this month, really, a lot recently. Getting on with that and playing that, which is I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying it.
nice. So
It is
with,
a sorry.
sorry, with Fallout, you like to do the main quest sort of first in those sort of games, do you?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It kind of depends on the mood, but I kind of got into a habit of just when I was playing Fallout of just like doing that main quest because I had kind of
Yeah,
nothing else to do and I couldn't be bothered to sort of just go around aimlessly and explore. I kind of wanted something to do, so I kind of just went through
yeah,
the main quest. Um, but yeah, now I've kind of like got where I want to be, and it's all kind of okay.
yeah,
Water's purified now, so I can just spoiler alert for anyone who's not played it. But you can kind of go about and survive a little easier, I suppose, now
yeah,
in the world, so it's a bit less, I suppose, daunting. Because to me, Fallout seems a lot more dangerous exploring the world of Fallout than Oblivion, or maybe not. Maybe it's on a par with Skyrim just because of the dragons. But
yeah,
yeah, but yeah, no, I found myself just doing kind of the main quest, and then now I'm open to all sorts of side
yeah.
quest shenanigans.
Nice. I regret doing that in Skyrim though. Did the main quest first, and I was sort of like the most powerful guy in the world, just doing a fucking
Yeah,
mages guild.
yeah, no, I mean I had a problem with it, to be honest, because I thought the main quest was really short in Skyrim,
Yeah, I didn't.
like
I thought it was
really
lacking.
short, and even the Civil War, because technically I suppose there was two main storylines
Yeah,
going on, the dragons and then the Civil War, and even the Civil War was, there's so much more they could have done with it, because once you'd chosen a side, you kind of did like two or three quests with them to sort out some stuff, but I don't know why they could have done so much more with it. All it was like go and attack this encampment, go and attack this encampment. It could,
yeah,
there could have been more to it, as in like go and stop this cargo supply of weapons, or go and cut off their food supplies. Things like that. You could have done like some espionage stuff. It would have been a lot better, but it
yeah,
was just
definitely.
too quick and too simple.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. Just I think I've told you before. I didn't really like Skyrim that much.
Yeah, I mean it's far superior game to Oblivion, but story-wise, I don't know. Oblivion felt to me the main story quest felt really long,
Yeah,
like in comparison to
I
Skyrim.
much prefer the storyline. If it had better graphics, if it had Skyrim graphics, Oblivion, I think would be a better game than Skyrim.
So it's just that jumping, jumping animation, which is still,
Well, no, nothing
hey.
against the jumping. The jumping was perfect.
He nailed it first time.
Exactly.
Bethesda definitely nailed it.
I never actually completed Skyrim, the main story quest. I was just too busy doing everything else, and then I kind of got
Yeah,
bored. And
so
then
much,
what else could do in game?
Mm.
so much to do, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, like you've got well over 100 hours. You know, I think I'm about 200 hours into Skyrim, and I still feel like I've barely scratched the surface. You know,
Yeah,
it's that type of game where it's just so damn big, and there's still so much to explore, so much to discover, and you know, when I'm in the mood to play it, it still holds my interest now. You know, it's just when I'm in the mood to play it. Um, but you know, there's so much to do and so much to still discover and do in that game. You know.
yeah. Problem I have with it, I play it on PC, so I like get a mod, and I like this will make it better. But then I'll play it with the mod for a while. I'm like, this could get even better. Add another mod, and I'm just like, I just want it to be better all the time, and it can't
Bring
get.
me all the
See,
mods.
you've been spoiled by PC modding.
Yeah,
That's the issue.
yeah.
I play vanilla Skyrim on the 360.
No, it is good. I just think I spoiled it. I was like, oh, add capes. Oh, that's cool. Add flowing capes. Add graphics mods. Add new quests. I haven't got time to do all the new quests. Yeah.
Have you played any of the expansions for Skyrim?
I've got them. I haven't played them.
Yeah, I'm wanting to pick up the Legendary Edition when I see it for
Yeah.
cheap.
I still haven't played like the base sort of all of the stuff in the base game. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, but I'm enjoying Fallout. I'm enjoying Fallout, and there's still loads more I can discover and you know find out and things. But it's good. It is a really good game.
yeah,
I'm rather surprised by it. You know, it's like if you're a fan of Bethesda or you're a fan of Skyrim or anything, you know, definitely check it out because it is so worth it. I mean, Bethesda games are brilliant in my opinion. I don't think they can go wrong. Um, ZeniMax on the other hand can, but that's a different story. Um, with the Elder Scrolls Online, a few problems have been coming up with that, but hey ho, hey ho. But yeah, no. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing recently, the last month or so.
cool.
Hopefully now I've got some time off, be able to really dive into
Yeah,
some
summertime.
video games, play a bit more Lord of the Rings Online and Fallout. See where I get with those.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm guessing we're done with what we've been up to.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, right. Well, onto I suppose the main news topic. Obviously, in the next couple of weeks or the next week or so, E3 will be happening over in. I've forgotten where it
Where
is.
is it?
Where is it?
Somewhere.
Is it in Vegas?
No, no. It's I've totally forgotten where it is. This is embarrassing. I'm pretty sure it's in California somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere there.
LA
there.
somewhere, isn't it?
LA, yeah. No, I thought it was, but mine went blank for some reason. I had other thoughts of where it is. I think I was thinking mixing up with PAX. Anyway, so yes, E3 is in the next couple of weeks, and obviously it's going to be, I think, a very exciting time for the video games industry, because obviously we've had the new consoles out for quite some time now with absolutely nothing to play on them, and hopefully. E3 will actually find out what will be coming to those consoles and when. And so, I mean, I'd open the stage to you guys. What are you looking forward to? What are you hoping will be there?
Bring me more Battlefront. I need some more
Yes, more Battlefront. Battlefront 3.
Battlefront. Well, is it 3 or is it just Battlefront?
I think they've
Well,
just done the classic, what
It is
everyone does.
3.
Just the,
yeah, it is technically it's Battlefront 3, but they're just calling it Battlefront.
yeah, that's what everyone does nowadays, isn't it?
You
They, they,
nerds.
they do that or call it Battlefront Origins or something.
Yes, shit like that.
Or maybe they'll call it Battlefront 1,
Yeah,
and we'll have to call
great.
the original Battlefront 1 Battlefront Original.
That sucks so
Thank God Microsoft aren't making it.
much. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, give me just anything, just a little bit more on that teaser trailer. I wouldn't even care.
What I'd like to see at E3 for Battlefront is gameplay trailer. And when I say a gameplay trailer, I mean a gameplay trailer because the last couple of years I've discovered that a lot of publishers and developers don't understand the concept of a gameplay
Yeah.
trailer anymore because all they show you is the in-game cutscenes, and that's not in-game gameplay. I want to see gameplay. I want to see the interface. I want to see what I'll be doing, what I'll be looking at primarily. So that's what I want to see. I want to see a gameplay trailer, and I want to see a release date.
I don't think we'll see a release date.
No.
I don't know.
Might see a year.
I don't even think we'll see gameplay.
Coming
I think we'll
soon,
probably just see a
2015.
CGI trailer.
Mm.
Yeah, we
What systems do you reckon it will be on? Do you think it will be next gen only, or do you think it will be past gen as well?
Mm,
I don't know. I think we're getting to the stage because some games are coming out now, which is just next gen. Should we call it next gen or current gen?
I suppose it's current gen now.
What do
It's
we
been
call
out for long enough. I
yeah.
suppose we could call it current gen. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think-
PS4, Xbox One are current gen, I suppose now.
a lot of games are coming out now just for current gen.
Mm.
Although there still are the people breaching the gap. But I don't know. I think games that will be yet to come out are going to just start coming out current gen.
I mean, I suppose games that are newly announced, say of this E3 and even some of last E3, will be being developed solely for current gen platforms, PS4, Xbox One, because I suppose that's the move forward. And also, I suppose more Sony and Microsoft are going to want as many games that are solely for those consoles to push the sales, I suppose, of those consoles.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so tempted to buy a PS4 literally just for Infamous Second Son.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
game is so good. I'm just like, oh, tempting. It's just so much money. So I'm gonna
Yeah. No, I mean, again, I'd wait till there's something more for it. I mean, hopefully we'll
wait
be
till there's
seeing
more games.
more games for those platforms later this year and well into next year. Hopefully, we'll be seeing something new because it's been pretty stale recently of everything that's been happening with the current gen. There's just been nothing really at all. So hopefully E3 will change that. No doubt it will.
Yeah. Hopefully. It's always
Oh.
nice, E3.
What else do we want to see?
All the sirens.
I don't know if that's from my house or yours.
That's mine.
So yeah, so Star Wars. Anything else?
Absolutely anything from Valve. Just give me a Valve game. Just please. Half-Life 3 or whatever. Or they're never going to bring a Half-Life 3, are they?
The thing is, though, like I feel like E3 isn't Valve's thing. I feel like I can't remember the last time they were at E3. I think it was when Half-Life 2 was announced or something. They haven't been there for a while.
They probably won't announce anything. They'll probably just be like, fuck you guys. I'm staying out this. Announce it as their own thing or just like tweet it or something.
It's got to be sometime 2015 or 2016. Something from Valve will come then.
Something, hopefully. I actually really want a Team Fortress 3. I'd actually like that more than, I don't know, Left 4 Dead or whatever. I love Team Fortress.
Whoa! More than Left 4 Dead? I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah. No,
Left 4
I don't
Dead
know.
3.
It looks good, but like I love Team Fortress so much. I just want more. even though Team Fortress 2 is still amazing, like I still play that.
Yeah, it's
But,
still one of the most popular FPSs on Steam, isn't it?
yeah, it's just amazing. I
What
love
I'd
that
like
game.
to see is how they do the art style in like current gen, because like
True.
it's obviously got improved, but it's quite cartoony anyway, and it still looks good. So how are they going to improve it?
Well, have you seen that uh what's it called, like Sunset Overdrive?
Yeah, that game looks awesome.
That does look so good. I'm so annoyed it's only for Xbox. Because I'm PS
It's
PS4
made it's made by the Spyro guys, isn't it? The guys who made Spyro.
Is it?
Oh,
Oh,
Insomniac.
Yeah, Insomniac. It's
it
pretty
does
cool.
look really good actually.
I
The art
think
style.
I've heard of it. Now you've said that, that's yeah.
It was shown at last year's E3. It was like the last
Okay, yeah.
thing that they showed. It was the most impressive thing, the only impressive thing Microsoft showed last.
Is it the game that's like in a post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
universe?
I don't really know. I
Quite
don't really know that much
cartoony.
about it.
It is quite
It's
cartoony.
very cartoony.
Yeah.
And there's like zombies and stuff.
People like run around the streets, jump from building to building, and like
Yeah.
zip lines
Yeah,
and stuff.
it's
Pretty
kind
cool.
of post-apocalyptic, but it's not your standard dark and gloomy needing
It's
to
very
find
orange.
food. It's very
Yeah.
bright and like colourful.
But I suppose I think there are some games that are coming out and have come out very recently that I suppose that big developers are now seeing the appeal and what the appeal is of indie titles,
Yeah.
and I suppose trying to adopt a little bit of that in their own games and in these big AAA games and titles that they're making. For example, I suppose the most recent example I could probably give you is Child of Light, developed by
Yeah.
Ubisoft, which came out last month in April, and that looks like a indie title so
Yeah.
much. I mean, but that's a AAA RPG type game. But that looks like a huge indie title, just made by a massive developer. But so I suppose, yeah, Sunset Overdrive looks of that ilk, where
Yeah.
it looks like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like an indie game, but not.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Mm.
Because I'll be interested to see how well it does. Because
Mm.
it
I mean, I
looks
think
really nice.
there's a fair bit of following behind it, which
Yeah.
is always good to see for a game. Just hopefully it won't get either too overhyped or it won't be a disappointment to anyone who's looking forward to it. 'Cause it's always a kick in the balls.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna get an Xbox One.
It's tempting to just buy one just for the game, but must restrain myself. Well, it's going to E3. I don't even think of many things.
Well, I haven't really heard anything, but I'm hoping for Kingdom Hearts 3, Final Fantasy 15, and The Witcher 3.
The Witcher 3, isn't that? I think that's. Oh, what is
I
that?
definitely think Project Red will be there
Yeah,
with
I hope so.
The Witcher. They'll have to be. I'm pretty certain of that. They've been kind of leading up to it. Is there a release date for it at all, or?
I believe it was going to be like this year, and I've pushed it back to 2015, like fall or something.
Okay.
Spring or
I mean,
fall 2015.
if anything, hopefully there'll be some form of update for it.
Yeah.
If not, then maybe we'll see something at the Eurogamer or something like that. But no, I reckon they'll be there with something witchery to have a look at. And yeah, no, Square Enix, whether they'll be there or not quite sure. I mean,
Hope they are. I hope they are.
fingers crossed, but I don't know. It's been a bit of a worrying subject, I suppose, for Kingdom Hearts 3 and 15, with regards to announcements and lack of
Yeah.
of information entirely.
I think there's been quite a lot of information on Kingdom Hearts 3 now, though, recently. Since the TGS last year. I think there's just been like a few updates. No release date still or anything, but
yeah.
like they are working on it quite a lot. I think it's not like
Yeah.
Before E3 last year, no one had heard what was happening with Kingdom Hearts for a long time.
Mm.
But
But
this last year,
same with 15 really. But I mean,
yeah,
hopefully, I hope now they should be coming to the end or just
or the beginning.
finishing the finishing touches, or they've just started doing Final Fantasy 15, one of the two. But no, hopefully there'll be something.
Yeah,
I'm not holding my breath out though,
I feel
but
like they're there every year though. They are there most years.
yeah, no, I mean, in more recent years, I think they've been more promoting the IDOS stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
the Tomb Raider and the Hitman and Thief and everything else that they've been doing, which has been good. And let's be honest, has been the only thing that's been keeping them afloat for the
yeah.
past, well, for the whole of last generation, really. Let's be honest.
Well, it's because they're too slow in production, really. Like their
Yeah,
flagship game is just taking forever. Just takes forever.
yeah. But apparently they're working on sorting themselves out. They've had a lot of changes within the company now. So obviously they've got a new president, whose name I forget. Because the previous one was all about the money and nothing more, nothing less. Hence why everything was all a bit crap with the flagship sort of series. But now they're sorting themselves out. They're meant to have a production team or
Yeah,
a dedicated team to make sure that every FF game after that is hitting all the sort of standard bullet point,
yeah,
Final Fantasy criteria basically, which I can see as only a good thing. The fact that they've had to do it though is unbelievable, but again, I'm glad they're doing it. Um, but hopefully, we'll see something.
hopefully, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I just love E3.
Yeah, no,
Even if it,
I mean last year it was really good. Obviously, we had masses with the consoles and all that, and hopefully this year we'll actually now see some games for those consoles coming out
yeah,
or being announced and being released and new IPs, and I think it's gonna be an exciting time, indefinitely.
yeah, will be. It will be.
Mm.
Whew, I hope Microsoft can redeem themselves after last year.
Nope.
I kind of hope they don't though. Just
I'm looking forward to the Xbox One. I want one.
I
I
really
was,
want them to fall flat on their face. I don't
I,
understand why you want an Xbox One.
but if you remember when the last gen was coming out, Sony had a dreadful press conference at E3, and Microsoft had an amazing one, and it's just happened again, but the other way around.
Mm.
So, Microsoft is still good. The Xbox is still a good console. They just didn't deliver it well last year at
And
all.
they've just got some choice business practices and stuff with the Kinect that's a little bit dodgy. And
But
yeah, I love my
the
game
Kinect's a
consoles
waste
to
of
spy
time.
on me.
The Kinect is just the biggest piece of crap.
Yeah, the Kinect will always be, I think, the biggest piece of crap ever made.
Yeah, definitely.
But hey, we could always look forward to another Kinect Star Wars if Disney want to go down that route.
Oh dear. Let's hope not.
Yeah, indeed. Let's. Or maybe Kinect Battlefront.
Just
No.
shut up. Shut up.
Just be like Steel Battalion all over again.
Oh my god. Yeah. Right.
Anything else? There's got to be something else you're looking forward to.
There's like a couple of games.
Companies
but,
that you want to see there.
the games I'm thinking of are like ones that I kind of already know a lot about, like
Mm.
things like the Order, whatever date it is, 18.
Yeah. The Order. Was it 1886? Isn't it?
Yeah, 18.
So yeah, that looks really, really good.
I'm looking forward to that, but
Something special there, I think, with an IP.
when is that out? That's out. What,
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not sure if it's out this year or But I know it's a next gen, going to be a or current gen title now. But do you know of the Order, Nick?
I haven't heard of it. No.
So basically, if I'm correct, is it a third person or a first person shooter?
Third person. Third
Third
person.
person. So it's basically like a third person shooter set in sort of Victorian London.
Mm,
Um, but there's an element of the supernatural and the sort of steampunk
yeah,
um,
All right.
style
realistic.
to it. But it looks really good. There's a few trailers out for it. It looks like a really awesome story driven shooter.
Yeah.
There's a gameplay out for it as
Which
well.
sorry, Ashton.
There's a gameplay trailer out for it as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Sweet.
yeah. There's a few videos out there to see, but it does look really good. And as shooters go, it's story-driven shooters that I'm interested in. Generally, anything that's got a good story or is story-driven, then that's kind of games I'm interested in. But no, it looks really good. A new idea, new style, something interesting, I suppose. And hopefully, yeah, we'll see a little bit more of that at E3 this year.
Yeah. Another two I'm looking forward to. Um, one of which I haven't really heard anything about. But I've heard a lot about Dying Light, which I'm really looking forward to. Do you guys know Dying Light?
No.
Not heard of
Dying Light.
it.
Dying Light. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It's like Did you guys ever play Dead Island?
Yes.
No.
It's Dead Island. It's
Dead
like
Island was a
zombie.
game that had so much potential and didn't quite deliver,
Uh,
and it's kind of sad because
It's
it
it's
was meant
it's
to be like a zombie apocalypse RPG, and kind of was, but kind of wasn't. Yeah,
well, it's basically Dying Light is uh it's a zombie apocalypse kind of thing. Um, and it's got the kind of crafting ability from Dead Island where you can like I don't know get a hammer and then put electric on it or whatever.
yeah.
So it's got that kind of element to it, and it's also a lot of parkour, so mirror's edge and stuff. It's first person as well. Um, so it looks really good. And I love Mirror's Edge. Mirror's Edge, one of my favorite games. So mixing like a zombie apocalypse with Mirror's Edge is just like amazing to me. And I
Speaking
think
of
the
Mirror's Edge,
best
Mirror's
bit
Edge
about it,
2 should hopefully be at E3 as well
yes,
Oh
of
yeah.
course, yeah,
this year.
true. But is it really two? I thought they were doing like a reboot with it. So
I don't I honestly don't know. I don't know. But then again, anything could be going on because EA are behind it. So
yeah.
um,
When was Mirror's Edge released? Was it like 2008?
yeah, it's quite
It's
a
a
good
long
number of
time
years
ago.
ago.
Such a good
But I
game.
think it became one of those sort of cult classic type games
Yeah.
that now EA have finally kind of listened to the fans and are giving it a sequel. Which yeah, again we should probably see more of at E3. But no, Deadlight sounds interesting. I suppose.
Dying Light, actually.
Dying Light. I do apologise.
Yeah.
Who's developing it?
I have absolutely no idea. I can look that up
Wonderful.
for you right now if you want.
Well, I'm
But
sure we shall find out at E3.
the thing I like about it most is that the zombies, in the day they're quite docile kind of zombies, but in the night they like sprint for you, and so
Mm.
it's a lot to do with like the day-night cycle and you
Oh,
can
that's cool.
everything.
Okay.
Um,
Is it open world game or?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's open world.
Cool.
I think so. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it looks really interesting. It'd be good to see a decent zombie game because you get a lot of them, which is kind of like it's just
Yeah.
another game. But hopefully this will be a good twist on it.
Mm.
Actually, I don't know. I'm just really looking
Yeah,
forward
no,
to it.
so by the sounds of it, it's got some RPG elements as well, which I for one definitely interests me. Zombies and RPGs, let's have it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Because Dead Island was a rather massive disappointment for me. It's an alright, decent game, like playing it, but it's not what was promised, and continues not to be what was promised with that Dead Island Riptide, which was released last year or the year before,
Yeah.
where it was not quite a sequel, but not quite DLC. sort of game, one of those sort of weird in between titles. But
1.5.
again, they improved on nothing that the first game fell flat on its face on.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
Yeah, no, it was
Um,
absolute shame.
yeah, I'm just looking up now, and apparently it's Techland and Warner Brother Games.
Okay, yeah, Techland.
Um, so yeah, I already know
I
about
have
that.
heard of them. Although I can't tell you
Heard of it.
what else they've made. I cannot remember for the life of me.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to that. And another thing I'm looking forward to, I don't know if you guys are, but Dragon Age 3.
Inquisition.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looking
I,
good. Looking good. Looking so good.
I want to see. I want to see
Yeah, no,
more.
there's a lot. I suppose there's a lot riding on that. Dragon Age 3 Inquisition. Obviously, Dragon Age 1 Origins met by massive acclaim with fans and all sorts. You know, it was a really good, pretty damn decent RPG. Probably one of the best we had last gen. Um, and then Dragon Age 2, they kind of cocked it up a little bit, turning it into a bit more of an action game, and it
Yeah.
I
became
know. I
just
preferred it. I preferred it. I really did because I thought
mm,
the fighting in the first one, although it just didn't flow well enough, and I
yeah.
much preferred fighting in the second one. It kind of bridged the
I
gap
mean,
between strategy and like hack and slash. If you get what I mean. So
yeah.
it was fun enough to play without getting frustrated with it. So I
Mm.
really enjoyed it. Yeah.
But again, when games do things like that, it always divides a fan base. It always divides people into,
Yeah.
oh, that was crap, that was good, you know. And I can see from both sides of the fence really. I've not played Dragon Age 2, but I've played Dragon Age Origins, and you know I can see where people may get annoyed with it. I suppose Dragon Age Origins took more of an RPG approach with a kind of turn-based-ish strategy type battle system, which was a little bit slow, but I don't mind that because I'm kind of into those sort of battle systems anyway. And then obviously Dragon Age 2 just comes out with a little bit less RPG elements, a little bit more action sort of based. So that things like that, sort of extreme changes, are always going to divide a fan base. But apparently Dragon Age 3, you get to choose you get to choose your combat system, how you would like to do combat, whether you'd like it to be similar to Origins or Dragon Age 2. So I've heard.
That is very interesting. I think that'll change it now a bit more. I'd definitely try both of them. I'd see
Mm.
how well it works. But yeah, that's a
But
kind of
I
if
suppose a lot is riding on this final game with the amount of promises they've made to try and make it more like the first game, and you know not too dissimilar from
so excited.
yeah. But yeah, no. Hopefully, I suppose see more. Has there been any gameplay trailers for it? I've not personally been following it at all.
I don't think so. Have you seen anything yet?
Don't know.
I, I I haven't been looking at anything for it, so I don't know because with Inquisition and Watch Dogs, I don't want to watch anything because I'm looking forward to them too much. I don't want to.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean,
So I suppose
you don't want
don't
to
want to
ruin it.
jump onto the bandwagon too early and get
Yeah,
disappointed.
there is gameplay. There is gameplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's camera gameplay, and yeah,
Oh, was it record? Yeah, that was recorded at. Was it E3 last year?
GG Expo 2013.
Well, I mean, hopefully we'll see more of it
Yeah,
at
it looks
E3
really
this year.
cool.
I mean, I suppose what EA would definitely benefit from with Dragon Age or BioWare rather, but both of them to be honest. But what they would benefit from greatly, I suppose, is having more gameplay and maybe even some playable demos there, because I think with something that's had got so many fans and people on the fence about it, it's giving control to the gamers, letting them take it on hands on
Yeah, exactly.
and see for themselves.
Definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, anything else?
Anything else, Nick? You looking forward to anything else? Anything more?
I'm trying to think.
I know there's just so much. We're kind of like, I bet we've missed so much. I bet there's gonna be like,
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the Ubisoft one because they always, I don't know, Ubisoft always. I don't think they've ever had a bad one, bad sort of press conference. And last year they announced was it last? No, the year before they announced Watch Dogs, and now it's finally coming out. So interesting to see if they're going to bring anything new up.
I'm looking forward to just seeing a new game.
I love new IPs. I love new IPs.
Just like, oh my God.
And I think it's some of those. If you get some really interesting ones like The Order, and games of that ilk, that they're going to be some system sellers possibly. But it's definitely what the developers and the Sony and Microsoft need to be taking chances on more new IPs and developers and doing some more interesting things. I think that they're probably going to be some of the most interesting things that come out of E3, if anything does, is going to be those new IPs, those new games, because obviously we got a hint of them last year, and hopefully this E3 will see more of those or more progress on those and even more IPs from more developers.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, presumably Ubisoft will be there. They'll presumably be showing off the new Assassin's Creed games, no doubt. Because obviously there's meant to be 2 of them this year for current gen and last gen, which is a bit
weird.
Not sure why they're doing it, but whatever.
I'm bored of Assassin's Creed now.
Yeah,
I mean, I think they're definitely shooting themselves in the foot though. Either way, because obviously the Assassin's Creed games have needed a lot, have needed a refresh for a long time. They've needed something new, and they finally kind of hit the nail on the head with Assassin's Creed 4, with regards to the piratey business and
Black Flag,
Black Flag, with the ship battles and all the pirate stuff that happened, but then fans were a little bit like,
it was a pirate game. It was a pirate game then, though. It wasn't an Assassin's Creed. It was just pirates.
Yeah.
It was more Assassin's Creed than it was pirates, and that's what people wanted more of, the pirates. And I not. But now they're just going back. They're just going back to what they've been doing before. They're kind of scrapping everything, I suppose, that was good about Assassin's Creed 4 and just carrying on, not giving it a new lease of life. But I think what Ubisoft should do is maybe make a pirates game.
Yeah.
A game solely about pirates.
Would it get boring though? Probably.
If done right, I mean,
it might be right for a while, like Assassin's Creed, but then it'll probably die out.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're not churning it out like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, too often, too many games.
I wish they had just made 3 good games with Assassin's Creed, because they could have done it. They could have done the first one was great, the second one was absolutely fantastic, and then they brought out whatever Brotherhood and then Revelations, and it was kind of like then 3 came out. I didn't enjoy
3 was so bad.
It's got worse. Like Black Flag, it kind of did a little revival, but it's still if they just spent time on 3 games and made it amazing, because
the thing is though, I don't know if you know about this, but they have 3 teams of people who work on a game. Like one team works on one Assassin's Creed game, and another team works on another one.
Really?
So, yeah.
So you can just get them out fast or something?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, so there's 3 teams now behind the Call of Duty games. Obviously, you've got Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and now Sledgehammer, which are joining the fray. So it's just this, I suppose, new business model of let's churn out everything we can.
Yeah.
But I suppose from the off, possibly, did Assassin's Creed shoot themselves in the foot from the off, from the first game? Obviously, you had this whole Desmond story, which really did anyone care about, or did people?
I loved the Desmond story. I wanted more Desmond, because the start. Because it was so mysterious and amazing in the first game, and I wanted to hear more of it, and then it was just kind of like they just ruined it.
And they sort of forgot about it. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, because there was a bigger gap between the first and the second game than any other of the Assassin's Creed games.
Mhm.
That was the most interesting because you really wanted it, and then it came out. And Assassin's Creed 2 still had it sort of cool, like a cool sort of way of doing it, but then
Yeah.
just
Well,
sort of got boring.
Assassin's Creed 2 improved on so much from the first game.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
truly
yeah.
listened to the fans and were like, okay, well, let's sort out everything you didn't like, and then give you something new. And you know, that's one of the best ways of going about it. But since then,
Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
2, one of the best games ever made.
Well, I enjoyed Brotherhood, but I think I enjoyed Brotherhood just because it was like a revival of the story.
Yeah,
I just got to play more story, and then Revelations came out. I was like, I'm done with the story now. Give me something more.
yeah. And then 3 came out and it was
Just
ruined it.
horrible for them.
yeah,
Yeah, real shame. But I don't know. I still really enjoy like the actual playing of the game. I just wish there wasn't so. I just wish they had focused on one story instead of making it so goddamn complicated and putting in loads of different things.
hmm.
Yeah, my opinion. Anyway.
Yeah,
But I mean, I suppose there's lots more they could have done. But like Assassin's Creed 4 was kind of like, oh, the simulator thing is just now a simulator where people can just go in and pay to have an experience. Now, like they've totally kind of like forgotten about the whole Desmond thing now, and the machine they use to make him go back in his memories to his ancestors. It's like a theme park ride now, essentially, where people just go in and they just like, oh yeah, let's do this for a bit and waste some time being an assassin.
yeah,
So I mean, God knows where these new games are going to take them with that sort of storyline. But I suppose what could have been more interesting is if, and they could have made so many games out of it, is if they'd just followed different assassins through time. But obviously they do, but that aren't linked. Maybe just assassins that are, so you've got their own personal story which you just sort of follow, and you could have made had so many different ones out of it. Maybe and it none of this Desmond linked bollocks, and I don't know,
I
but
don't know. I think if they'd I think it would be good if they either like one of the two did a Desmond kind of trilogy where it would all be linked and like all the different assassins would link to Desmond and made that really good, or they had done that and had like pretty much no Desmond and just done one for each assassin through time kind of thing.
yeah.
I think that would be good, like one story.
Could have maybe even had offcuts, like if there was some sort of other main NPC characters in those sort of games that were also assassins. Maybe have some offshoots of them. Games
Yeah.
about them. So then you've got more Assassin Creedy type, games, but it kind of, I suppose, expands the universe, because I think what they've done with that sort of main idea of the that simulator is just is got silly now.
yeah.
But I suppose we'll probably see what they're doing with the series this E3. They're meant to have overhauled the combat system, or changing it slightly, reinventing it a little bit, which I suppose can only be good.
I thought it was all right. I've always enjoyed it. I mean, it's been the same.
The thing is though, you're an assassin. You're not you're not like a warrior or anything. So the fact that you can fight and you can take on so many dudes, so many guys who are wearing like heavy armor, like the Templars in the first game, and you're fine. That's not like the point of an assassin, really. And the point of an assassin is kind of not to be seen, not to be heard.
It's never really been stealthy.
Yeah,
But
exactly. It's not been stealthy enough.
They've always built in stealthy options, but there's not like a kind of game where it like lights up the path which you have to take. It's usually like you can always do a stealth. Like I remember watching a video for, I think it was the first one, where they did like it was like a whole route around to get to this one guy, and it took ages to get to this one guy. And when I actually got to that part in the game, when I was playing it, I was like, fuck that, I can just run and do it. So I think they always give you the option to do it stealthy, but no one ever takes it because
Yeah.
Yeah.
the fighting is so easy.
But then I
I suppose
suppose there's other ways of going around it. I mean, I know it's not like it's not a Thief game, for example, or original Thief, not the latest addition to the series. So it's not one of those, or even like Splinter Cell, really. But I suppose it could be a little bit more, where you could go in. I suppose if they added more to the game or expanded the game out a little bit more, there could be those options where you could go in like a all swords blazing, or total stealth.
yeah, maybe did I don't know did something with your armor or something.
Yeah.
You could change your armor, like if you you could go in like heavy armor, and then it would allow you to take more hits and stuff and actually kill people.
Yeah.
Or chose a lighter armor, which you could then jump a little bit further, or maybe make it less noise.
But then would it be an Assassin's Creed game anymore? Would it be an Assassin's game anymore?
That's true.
Hmm.
Just playing devil's
I
advocate
know.
here.
Change it. I don't want Assassin's Creed anymore. I want that game.
Yeah. But yeah, no doubt Ubisoft will be there with something, as always. Trying to think now. There was a game announced a while back. I can't remember what it is for the life of me now.
Well,
No,
great.
totally gone. Totally gone.
So, I want to know if Naughty Dog will be doing anything.
I hope so. I like Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog are my favourite developers by far.
Will we see anything of Uncharted 4? Maybe.
They're doing Uncharted 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, there was a teaser. There was a teaser trailer last year, dude.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
definitely, no.
I'd love to see that.
Uncharted 4 is definitely in the making.
Crash Bandicoot.
I'll probably do that then.
Oh, if only, if only. Crash Bandicoot would be brilliant. I think that would sell the PS4.
Mm.
That would definitely sell the PS4.
I don't know why they don't do it. Like, they should make Spyro and Crash Bandicoot games again.
Yeah, well, they kind of do make Spyro games, but kind of not. Skylanders.
God, it's fucking awful.
Apparently, he's not even in Skylanders anymore.
No, he's not. They just did what they did with Rayman, Raving Rabbids.
They've just used him. They've used him. They've bled him dry.
Did you guys play the last sort of game that was Spyro, and it had Elijah Wood as the voice actor?
No.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty fun.
What was it called?
I can't remember.
Was it the PS2 one?
Yeah, PS2 one.
Was it the
Because
Hero?
they've not had any for PS3 or anything, have they, Spyro?
Not a Heroes game. I can't think of what they've done with Spyro, but it was the last sort of one after. You know, because in the originals you could go to all different worlds and stuff.
Yeah.
But they took that out in the last PS2 game that they ever made, and then that's where they went wrong, really, and then they didn't make one until Skylanders.
But Insomniac did close for a while.
Did it?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it did. I think it's only recently that it's come about again. I'm pretty sure it did. Pretty sure it did. But yeah, no, I mean, Crash Bandicoot would be ideal to see from Naughty Dog, and of course Spyro from Insomniac would be amazing to see if that E3 hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
But no, I'd love to see more Uncharted 4. Maybe even possible information about Last of Us 2, because it has been announced or spoken about that they would like to make a sequel to the game. Whether we'd see anything, I'm not sure. But hopefully Uncharted 4 we'll see something more than a teaser trailer. Big announcement there, hopefully for PS4 if that comes about.
Yeah.
Because Uncharted is an amazing series.
I haven't played it, but you know.
Really is a good series.
I intend.
It's one of those series. If you get a PS3, it's kind of a must-have, essential title.
That's going to be my next playthrough of the series. Because now I'm done with God of War. I'm going to do Uncharted, and
Yeah.
Either that, or I'll go through unnoted Jack and Daxter games again, or games.
Yeah.
See, that's the reason I want an Xbox One though, because I enjoyed all the exclusives. Like, I intend to get both eventually. But the reason I want an Xbox One is because I like Halo and I like Gears of War.
Yeah, no, I can see that from your point of view because you're a huge Halo fan. I mean, Halo 5 was announced.
Yeah, it looks terrible, but
Well, I mean, we'll see, I suppose. I mean, do you think it'll be too early for it to be seen at E3 or?
um, no, I think they could show something. I mean, to be honest, the downfall of Halo was Halo 4. They got a new developer because Bungie
Yeah,
stopped making. But
yeah.
I
Well,
reckon they can.
Bungie are no more, aren't they, altogether? I think.
No, they're doing Destiny. Do you know
Oh,
Destiny?
of course they are. Of course they.
They're
Yeah,
doing
of
it with
course.
Infinity Ward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and that looks promising.
Yeah,
That's
I
on
mean,
that's on
more.
PS4
I
as
mean,
well.
when is Destiny coming out?
It
September.
looks really good.
September. I mean, no doubt we'll be
Oh,
seeing
that's
a lot
soon.
of Destiny at E3. I'm guessing
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they'll be that this will be, I suppose, their final push towards. Hey, you should get this game.
Mm. Be good.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Woo.
So, anything else? Any other news? Anything else? Anything that maybe an ideal you would like to see? Any games that or an IP game or a style of game that you would like to see?
I've always liked, steampunk and stuff like that, but we've had quite a few of those recently. Like, we've got the Order 1886. We've had, I don't know, Dishonored and things like that.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I think maybe, I don't know, give something else a chance. There's another. There's a
Any
game.
sequels to games?
Mm.
I was thinking there's a game recently I played which I just absolutely love the art style of. It was. Oh, what game is it? It's gonna kill me.
Fable 3. Imagine if Peter Molyneux just like walks out on stage, just gets egged. Oh,
He's not even part of Lionhead anymore.
I know.
Thank God though, thank God. But then again, it's not like they've revived the series in the slightest.
No.
But we'll probably see more of the Fable game that they've got coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what it's called for the life of me. But it's a bit of a sort of multiplayer dungeon crawling type game.
All right.
Looks interesting, but you
want a real Fable game.
I want a real Fable. But then again, I'm not going to get an Xbox One.
Yeah.
But it might sway me if it's good, which I doubt it will be. But it would be nice to see a Fable 4 if they can pull it out of the bag. I just think they need to do more with the IP. They need to do more. There needs to be a lot more end game for a Fable game. But yeah, Fable 4 would be great to see. Do you think there'll be anything on Gears of War for the Xbox One?
I mean, because they've announced that they're sort of reimagining it.
Mm.
So we hope it's. Because Judgment just fell off the map completely.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I think they're working more on Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, they're bringing out. Isn't it going to be free, like a free sort of shooter?
Not sure what they're doing. There's a few rumors about it, whether it's going to be a totally new game or the anniversary of 2004.
I heard,
2004.
Like World of Tanks, like just a free shooter. I think it's gonna be like that.
Mm.
And I think it's just gonna have like all the classic maps on it and just.
Fair enough.
There'll
There'll no doubt be a massive announcement of that at E3, I'm guessing.
Mm. To be honest, I wouldn't want another Gears of War game because since Cliffy B left, it's just been crap.
Again, like I say, like Fable, if they can pull it out of the bag, it'll interest me. With it, because Gears of War, great series, probably one of the best series on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And I think one of those essential series and titles, again, like Uncharted is for the PS3. But yeah, no. Again, if they can do something decent with it, if they can pull it out of the bag, then
Yeah, it could come back. I think they need to leave it for a while though.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Sort of
mean, as you
reboot
say,
it.
if they're trying to reimagine it or rethink about it,
Yeah.
then all the power to them. Definitely go do it. I mean, that's
I
probably
mean,
a
most
good
reboots
decision.
work. Most reboots work. Rayman worked. I can't think of any
Rayman,
others.
man, the Rayman reboot was awesome.
Yeah,
Absolutely love Rayman Origins.
yeah.
Brilliant game and
It's really
Legends.
good.
Mm,
It's even better than the originals, I think.
mm,
I mean, you can play it co-op and stuff. So.
yeah, no, it's one of those. It's definitely one of those fun games.
Mm.
I mean, another game that one game I'd like to possibly see if they do it at all, for the PS4, because I don't think they should stop making them, is Little Big Planet.
Yeah, Little Big Planet is
It'd be awesome to see
cool.
a new one of those for the next gen console. Um, Personally, again, I'd like to see more MMOs, so not MMOs, Jesus, more RPGs rather
Mm.
be announced. Want to see what the market's going to be like for that when they open that up a bit. See what the PS4 is going to be hosting.
Mm. That'd be cool.
Um,
Imagine a new Elder Scrolls being announced.
won't happen. Not until Fallout 4. I mean, hopefully Fallout 4 will be announced this year at
Yeah.
E3. That would be awesome. That would make my E3.
That would be amazing. I hope so.
Obviously, there's been so many rumors of late with it.
Yeah.
And those sort of big announcement-ish type things, and Bethesda really hinting. So it would be nice to see an official
I doubt they will.
presence of it.
Doubt they will. I hope they do, but I doubt they will.
Yeah.
But although they're just going to come out at some random point in the year to be like, oh, by the way, guys, Fallout 4. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, if they don't do it, if they don't announce it at this year's E3, I reckon they will next year's E3. Or as you say, just kind of come out and say, hey, yeah, this is actually happening. But I reckon it'll be E3 that they show it.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't even mind if it was like a complete like reboot, or if they just changed the world or something. I honestly wouldn't mind, because it's such a game. I wouldn't mind just a refresh, like just something in the same kind of setting with like a whole new, not whole new lore, but similar lore, but with it just doesn't carry on from where we left off kind of thing. So I wouldn't mind that, but also at the same time, give me more. I just want something. I just really want something from it.
I mean, I think Bethesda personally have been really spot on with all their series like that, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and I don't think they'll do wrong with it. Really, obviously, as we discussed earlier, I've had my gripes with Skyrim in comparison to Oblivion, but on a large scale, they're minor.
Yeah.
Compared to some other developers and some other IPs and things like that.
People love Skyrim anyway. I mean, people love the Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah.
It's not like they're ever going to do badly. They're always going to sell.
No, exactly. Do we think Blizzard will be at E3 this year, announcing more stuff? Probably, I mean, to do with Heroes of the Storm and the new WoW expansion.
What's Heroes of the Storm?
Sorry?
What's Heroes of the Storm?
Heroes of the Storm is their new MOBA style game, which brings kind of every hero and character from the Warcraft series, StarCraft, Diablo, all into one game.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
MOBAs get repetitive a bit.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of the MOBA scene at all. Anything else with Hearthstone? Do you reckon they'll be? I mean, Ashton, you're a Hearthstone player.
Not really. I've played it a couple of times, but I don't know if there's much to do with it. I think they kind of just made it, and they're just going to kind of reap the money.
Be new decks and everything, when there'll be new cards.
But nothing really enough to have a big announcement about. I think Hearthstone's just there, and it's just going to stay, and they're going to get a little bit of money from it, just from people buying decks and stuff. So
I,
But
mean,
I don't know.
I'm not personally sure if it'll be a big one for Blizzard if they even are at E3 this year. Obviously, they'll probably keep most of it to themselves until BlizzCon, which is later uh, in the summer, which will probably be where they'll make most of their big announcements and stuff, especially with their expansion packs. Um, but yeah, no. Personally, I'd like to see some new RPGs coming out. Maybe some new Western RPG IPs and titles. New
Yeah.
series would be good. Something open world, something medieval, something fantasy. That'd be awesome. Um, and I'd like to see a little bit more on the Shadows of Mordor, the new Lord of the Rings game. Um, not that I'm massively looking forward to it, but I would like to see where they're taking it.
I
Because
don't
thus
know,
far I've not been impressed.
that trailer you showed me,
It's awful. The dubstep
that put me
music,
off it.
I've yet to watch that trailer actually.
It's so bad.
yeah.
But I actually liked it. Like I haven't seen that recent trailer, of course, but I actually liked what it looked like up until now.
I liked it. I liked the original sort of gameplay they showed.
Yeah.
But this latest trailer that Rob showed me yesterday, so bad.
I mean, I spoke about it on a video which I made, which is yet to go live. But as of this podcast going live, though it will have gone live. So it'll be last week. Last week I made a video in which I spoke about my impressions of it, and the storyline looks interesting and pretty cool. But it's just the gameplay. It looks so just a copycat of Assassin's Creed with Batman Arkham combat, and even the story trailer looked, with the dubstep music, really in a Lord of the Rings game trailer, it doesn't fit. Doesn't fit.
No.
So I'm interested to see where they go with it, but at the same time, not looking forward to it.
No.
Just hope they don't fuck it up.
Well, I think they've fucked up already.
Any expansions? Any expansion packs that we want to see, or DLC that you think will be coming to any games at all?
Not a fan of DLC. Just that term DLC just puts me off.
It's a bit of a turn off.
Yeah.
Never been a fan of DLC.
Especially day
Although
one DLC. Fans always love that.
Although, even though I don't like DLC, what annoys me is when games like, I don't know, like Saints Row 4, I think it is, that could have been a DLC. That could have been a DLC, and they just made another game out of it just to get more money.
It's like with Crackdown. It's just like Crackdown 2 was like Crackdown 1.5. Saints Row 4 was Saints Row 3.5.
It's like Far Cry, when they did their DLC, they did a good DLC.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, Blood Dragon was
so cool.
I mean, of all the
Really cool
things
idea.
you could do with the DLC, I think that's a shining example of something you can do, which just totally refreshes the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but like,
to make it even better, you could buy that DLC without even having Far Cry 3.
okay, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
It was basically a standalone game.
That is, see now that is good. That is good. But instead, like when games do just Saints Row 4, that is just unfair. You have to buy another game just to get the same map or whatever to run it.
Will we be seeing Far Cry 4 at E3?
Oh yeah, that looks
definitely.
strange.
That was kind of announced, wasn't it, in the last couple of weeks?
Kind of. I haven't really heard much about it. It was just like, yeah, we're doing this. We're like, what? Okay, sure.
Kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that box art looks weird.
I don't think they would have added much more. I reckon it's just in a different setting. It's going to be pretty much the same game.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I really liked the story at first, and looking back at it, I was like, it's actually pretty crap. Like they kill off the best bad guy like fast. They could have like built him up to be like something amazing, and then you kill him like halfway through the game.
Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Oh! Oh no!
Yeah.
What have we done?
I liked it. but at the same time, it's like, yeah, average.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I probably would get Far Cry 4, but depends how much it comes out for. If it comes out cheap, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, think anything else with anything else anyone wants to touch on? Anything else anyone's looking forward to? You can think of at all?
Can't really think of anything.
I suppose now we've all been put on the spot for this past hour of what
Yeah.
to talk about, and it's like we totally forgot everything we've been looking forward to. No doubt when we finish today's episode, it will be like, oh damn, there's this, there's that, there's this.
Yeah.
I would be happy with anything from either Naughty Dog, into it, was it Insomniac? How do you say that?
Insomniac.
Insomniac,
Yeah.
or Sucker Punch. Any of those three.
Oh yeah.
Those are my favorite people. So yeah, that's all I have to offer.
I'll be happy to see.
Add to my list Bethesda and Square Enix.
I'd be happy that. I don't know actually. Only Square Enix at the moment. I really want to hear from, and CG Project Red. Project Red are just probably one of my new favorite developers.
If anything, I think the thing I'm looking forward to most is the new games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that they're going to be the biggest things that will come out of E3 this year is the new games, the new IPs, the things that are going to hopefully be system sellers.
Looking forward to it.
Cool. Okay. Well, I suppose finishing off with that. Let's go into next month's releases.
There we go.
Okay. So, coming out on the 3rd of June is Murdered Soul Suspect for the PS3, PS4, 360, Xbox One, and PC. Anyone at all
Haven't
looking
heard
forward
of
to
it.
that?
I've heard of it, but I probably won't get it. I'll probably look at like videos of it. Or something,
It does
but
look interesting. It does look interesting. It's being I can't remember who develops it, who's developed it, but it's being published by Square Enix. But it's not Eidos. I'm pretty sure it's not Eidos. But it's being published by Square Enix. And it's an interesting concept on a murder mystery case. You know, where you're playing a dead detective. It's a little bit Sixth Sensey, I suppose. But it looks interesting. Hopefully, obviously a real sort of story-driven game. I don't think it's much of an action sort of game. I think it's more sort of story-driven, murder mystery puzzle solver type game. But it looks interesting.
Yeah, it does look.
yeah, it does.
It's more. I think it's one of those games that more I look for the reviews for.
Yeah.
See how well it
Reviews first.
fares, and then when it's like cheap at some second-hand game store, I'll get it.
Yeah.
And coming out on the same day is probably one of the
Worms.
big. No, I wasn't going to say that at all. But probably one of the biggest releases for next month is WildStar.
Yeah.
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 That looks good.
Forgot about that.
I'm really tempted, but I don't know at the same time because I don't have a good enough computer for anything.
Is it pay to play?
I hope not.
Because I'll be honest, it's kind of gone for me a little bit under the radar, but a little not, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that they're doing right with it. It's probably one of the most interesting MMOs to come out of recent, with a kind of cross between what WoW does right and Guild Wars 2 does right. So I've heard. So it's got a kind of World of Warcraft / Guild Wars 2-esque combat system, which is interesting. I mean, I'm personally not. It'd be interesting to see how well it does and what happens with it, but it's not one for me. Plus, it's coming out on PC anyway, so
It looks too generic. I don't know. It looks alright, but nothing special.
it's got a fair bit of hype behind it, but I suppose we'll see how it fares. I mean, it's always a little bit worrying with MMOs anyway, with how well they do and come out. So fingers crossed, it'll be okay. Okay, so moving on to the 10th of June, we've got
Sorry,
Enemy
sorry, can
Fronts,
we,
which is coming out.
1 second. 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
That's
I've
all
just
right.
been looking up here on WildStar,
Yeah.
and it looks. I think I may be wrong, but from this brief look, it looks like it is a pay to play, but at the same time, you can do that in game. I
Does
think.
does it have like a? Do you mean it has like a free to play sort of part and?
Like you buy it and you have like 30 days of subscription, and then you can either, from what I've hopefully I've seen, you can either purchase another subscription for another 30 days with real money, or you can use in-game currency to buy more subscription.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you play
Okay.
shitloads, then you can afford to just.
Yeah, so if that's the way it is, if I don't know, I'm just that was a brief overview of me trying to read as fast as I possibly can.
Okay.
But that would be amazing if that is the way it is.
Yeah, that
Hmm.
is cool. I think.
Well, it sounds definitely better than Elder Scrolls Online's current business model with regards to subscription.
Just subscriptions. It's like you feel like you're forced to play it. Like
Yeah.
You
you
definitely know
wasting
with the
money
Elder
if you're
Scrolls
not playing
Online. I know how in the last podcast we were kind of hyped about it, a little bit looking forward to it, but now it's come out, more information has arisen that it's just one, a pile of shit, and two, the business model is awful. Apparently, if you want to cancel your subscription, you have to cancel it 30 days before you wish to quit.
That
What?
sucks.
So they will take, regardless,
Another month.
another month's subscription from you,
That's so awful.
That's awful.
which is a bit of a dick move, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Just a little bit. But no, that game has got long ways to go if it's gonna stand up against anything else, if I'm honest.
How long before it goes free to play? Let's put bets. Let's put bets on it. I'm gonna say it goes free to play September this year.
Really?
Yep.
I don't think so. I think it'll be at least like, I don't know, 2 years.
Mm.
I think around that. Because
Between 12 and 18 months.
if you think so,
Yeah,
it will go free to play. It will.
we'll see.
It won't. We'll find out. Only time will tell.
Okay, so on the 10th of June we have Enemy Front for PlayStation 3, 360 and PC.
Yeah.
No, okay. 17th of June, EA Sports UFC,
Oh,
PlayStation 4 and
we're all
Xbox
getting that,
One.
aren't we, guys?
Yeah,
We
totally.
love it.
Game of the year. Game of the year, guys. A game I'm actually looking forward to, but sadly can't play, and is a game that's been on Kickstarter for quite a while and has got quite a lot of.
Is it Divinity?
It is. It is on the 20th of June. Divinity: Original Sin, which looks like a pretty damn good RPG.
Let me look it up.
It was on Kickstarter for quite a while and got quite a lot of well, weight behind it, and has done really well. And they've actually produced a pretty damn good sort of open world RPG where you can kind of do what you want, but it's kind of like a top-down view.
Yeah, I was going to
RPG.
say it looks cool, but I'm just tired of top-down view. I just want, like, these ones are so cool and you can do co-op on them, but why can't they just be a third-person view or a first-person view? Why can't they
Yeah.
make that game? Why can't they make a co-op game like that?
I wish they had games, like ones that you could have a top down or third person, like literally like close up
Yeah.
third person.
Yeah,
It looks
those
cool,
those are really useful. You can play however you want.
does look good. It'd be interesting to see how well it does, because I think it will do pretty damn well. And hopefully they'll be able to expand it onto Mac as well. Fingers crossed.
I must say, the graphics of the water look very nice.
It does look awesome. Okay, so moving on to 24th of June, we've got BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma for the Vita.
BlazBlue is good, but I'm bored of it. So, if you don't know what BlazBlue is, it's just a fighter.
Fighting game, yeah. On the same date, we've got Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare coming out for the PC.
Probably fun.
Honestly,
It's,
I think
it's,
that's
apparently,
I think that's a fun game. I've seen videos of it. It does look actually quite good.
yeah, it's done fairly well on 360 and that. So,
Yeah.
and it's kind of nice to see that they've done something totally different with it and totally well, taking a bit of a risk, I suppose, with the Plants vs Zombies series because I love Plants vs Zombies 1. That was a terrific game. Plants vs Zombies 2, it was alright, except for the whole pay-to-play model, or pay-to-win rather model. But hey ho.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Garden Warfare looks pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Have you played
So
Orcs
moving
Must
on.
Die?
Sorry?
Have you played Orcs Must Die?
No.
That is such a cool game. Like, do you know what it is?
Vaguely.
Mm.
Isn't
Like-
it an RTS?
No, you can play it co-op, and you're playing like in a third-person view, and you just like set up your defenses and
Yeah.
just kill the shit out of hundreds of orcs that charge towards you.
Fair enough.
Just awesome.
All the fun.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
awesome.
Okay, so moving on to the 27th of June, Sniper Elite 3 for the PC.
I've liked the Sniper Elite games, but not enough to want to buy this at release.
Yeah, they're cool, but then all it is sniping.
It's the same thing. It's just the same thing continuously.
To be honest, I don't mind that. In my Call of Duty days, yes, I had them. Even though now I hate the series with a passion. That's all I used to do. I
Yeah,
used to camp and snipe. Move
But
camp and
I
snipe.
hate you so much.
I was one of them arseholes, and I was really fucking good at it as well. Headshots galore.
I want.
Sorry, carry on.
I just want either a decent Call of Duty game again or a new World War II shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World at War. Call of Duty World at War. Cracking game.
It was.
Best COD
was.
game.
I like Call of Duty too.
Of course you do. Good stuff.
And then finishing up on the 30th of June, we've got Tropico 5 for the 360. And that's it. There's not much really in the way of releases.
No, a bit of a weak month.
Yeah. As for those releases, those are the English release dates, as far as I know. The European we are in Europe. The North American ones may be a little bit earlier or a little bit later. And as for the Steam releases as well, I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, it's probably a little bit more coming out, but those are what I've picked up. So yeah, that is it really, guys. This comes to the end of the podcast, really.
I'm looking forward to E3. When is E3? Is it the 8th of June?
Yeah, it's like I think it's between like the 7th and the 11th or something like that.
Yeah.
That sort of span of weekend.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
like the first weekend or so of June.
It's gonna be
I would
good.
literally be shut away to the world at that point. It's like, nope, E3 time, go away.
I'll be playing GTA while it's going on. Free roam.
Awesome.
Tradition.
But yeah, no, that is kind of it for the podcast, guys. Thank you both so much for joining me, and thank you guys for listening or watching today. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Next month should be a little bit more interesting, as Nick impales himself on a drumstick. But come to the next podcast, he's got a drumstick sticking out his forehead. But yes, no, next month podcast we should have a lot more to talk about, because obviously that will be our post E3 show, and we'll be talking more about E3 and what we enjoyed from the convention.
Yeah.
And all the news and bits and pieces. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I say, you will be able to see this on my channel, which you're probably watching on now, the Undead Gamer. And hopefully in the near future, we will tell you when, as and when, this will be on iTunes at some point, hopefully. So yeah, that is it from me. What are you guys planning on doing the next month,
Games,
games
all
wise?
games,
What are you planning on playing?
all games ever. I don't know. I'd like to start Uncharted, but I've yet to go through them, and I've just got all my old games from home, like all my PS2 games and all the other PS3 games I never replayed. So I'm just going to be playing all old games from now on.
Cool, good plan.
Yeah. What about you, Nick?
I'm probably only going to be playing Watch Dogs.
I thought that would be the answer. That's very
But
good.
once I get the time, I mean, I'll probably play it on its release day, then I've got to finish uni, and then see how it goes after that.
Cool. Well, let us know how it is. Obviously, there's been
Yeah.
a lot of damn hype behind that game and a lot of anticipation. Hopefully, it won't be shit.
It won't be. It won't be. Can't be. What are you going to play, Rob?
Probably a bit more Fallout 3, as per usual, unless I get bored of it. And continue with Lord of the Rings Online. Really, I think that's all I've got for the moment. It's kind of nice to get back into an MMO. Really,
Yeah.
so
I want the time. I want the summer to get back into one.
yeah.
That'll be my Skyrim time, probably.
You should play Lord of the Rings Online, Nick. You'll love it.
I know. I will eventually.
I mean, it's not like an innovative MMO, but you'll like it because you're a Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
nerd. So
Do you play it free to play?
yeah,
Okay. I thought
it is free to play.
I
Yeah.
thought you paid.
No, it was pay to play. I mean, I played it years ago,
Yeah.
as you remember when it was pay to play, and that was what? Jesus, probably about 7 years ago.
Fucking hell.
All the years ago. But yeah, no, you can pay for subscription, and I probably would because of the sort of little bits of benefits you get from it, and I would like to support them, but I don't have the disposable income to warrant a pay-to-play game, so
Yeah. Exactly.
sadly. But yes, that's probably what I'm going to be doing. But yes, as for us and everyone, you guys aren't on the social medias, are you? Really?
No.
On the Twitters.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter recently.
What's your Twitter account so anyone could follow you if they like your opinion?
It's probably easier if you just put it down in the thing.
Okay, I'll put it down in the description. As always, the socials will always be down in the description, guys. But yes, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Catch us next time on the next episode.
Wait.
Oh.
Can I plug my new YouTube channel, which hasn't got
You
anything on
can,
it?
yeah, of course.
It's the same as it used to be. Zessie
Oh.
YT. So it's youtube.com/user
Yeah.
/Zessie YT.
And what are you doing on that?
I'll be uploading just personal sort of work and edits and like uni work and gaming videos in the summer.
Awesome. Okay, well, we'll link you in the description. Awesome. So yeah, Nick will be doing that. Go check him out. Go subscribe to him. I'll probably do the same as well. I didn't realize you had a new YouTube channel, so I'll do that.
It was because I got a strike on my old one, and I'm just a bit worried. I don't want to lose my videos on that. So
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good old YouTube copyright.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully we'll catch you on the next episode of the Undead Gaming Cast. Obviously, stay tuned to my channel if you want to see more awesome gaming content, vlogs and the like, and Let's Plays of currently playing through Let's Play Fable and Lord of the Rings Online. Ashton's got a lot of noise in the background. All his friends want to say hello.
They can piss off.
Awesome. Okay, so let's end this here now. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Guys, thank you so much for joining. And
Thank
you're welcome. And we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye.